We have reached our destination.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to pray. Follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be... Let us make haste.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste. Pick up every little thing you find, and your pack will soon outweigh you. Well, I know it, yet I cannot seem to resist.
Ah, yes. That sounds familiar.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now...
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind. 'Tis as you say. Treasure chest. How are we to get through this door? I've got a good feeling about this one.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
I shall do as you say.
Over here. Come look.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this why I've ne'er seen so many books? This might I ask that you not share the existence of. We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about.
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I knew it to be so.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? Over here, if you please. Now here's a surprise.
The thrill of discovery never gets old.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Would you mind coming over here?
Oh, that was a sight to behold.
please.
Here you are, sir.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Would you mind coming over here? Following along, I trust. Take care not to lose sight of me. Methinks this can only be destroyed from the other side.
I am sorely disappointed.
What to do? I have no mother or father to speak of, you see. So I wanted to get them a present to say thank you. And I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. And the problem is, I can't see. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. But true. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were.
I'll harvest what I...
Boy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Well, take your time. You know where to find me.
Pray, follow me. We're here, Master.
We meet again. Truth be told, I was hoping we might. Would you care to stay and talk a moment? I'm glad. Sit down. I'm rather fond of this place. I ne'er imagined a city could be like this. So full of... And how could I have? In all my life, I've hardly left the palace. My mother is quite... Oft did I long for a taste of normal life. My mother has always procured the things I covered for me, so to pick out an item and obtain it with my own hands held a... Of course, in the end, you were the one who made the purchase. That's all right. I know you meant well. Besides, I can safely say I wanted to give you something in return by way of... My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see each other again.
last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
A simple word of thanks would make our labors feel worthwhile.
You have my support. We have obtained a bunch of flowers, as Miss Daphne requested. Now we have but to deliver it to her. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
We have arrived.
Hoya Risen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most... These should brighten say. Would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and... But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhaps silver ore will...
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you heard any... Better? They're hard to find, aren't they? Well...
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I expect this ore will suffice for the silver stone Miss Daphne requested. Let us deliver it to her now. Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you heard any... Oh, just look how it shuts. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. But I'd really like... I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you?
Nothing ever seems to happen round here. Got something for me?
Perhaps you've a moment to spare, an ear to...
well. I shall go on ahead.
There's no hope left for me.
Say, I've noticed you walking around questioning. If I were you, I'd pay a visit to the jail next, if you haven't already. The place is full of unsavory characters, as I should know. I was among their company.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
This is a place of prayer. Do keep your voice low.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only got...
I understand how you must feel. But you must see that your son's health continues to... There is no medicine that can heal him outright. I am caring for him as best I can. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his...
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But
I will look after him. I swear it. Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to... You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some... The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft... We do what we can with what little we have. Your aid is most appreciated, sir.
Tell is, Maya's might can be harvested from phantoms. Monsters that wander...
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. I had assumed you were here to bring me some Maya's might, as we discussed. If that's not the case, you will have to excuse me. There's much to... find such solace in prayer.
The crops all benefit from all this sunshine.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
Need someone to talk to?
I'd sooner stay out of the battle, where it's possible.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Might smog it off for a moment there.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
That I ne'er had cause to draw steel.
Come along.
Smog it off for a moment there.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Aye, this should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use.
We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
Right you are.
Nothing ever seems to happen around here.
What should I get up to today? Somehow my feet will...
It would seem we've all we need to hand.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
The one we seek isn't here. Perchance we've come at the wrong time.
This is the wrong time of day for what we have in mind. Best we set out again later.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
At last.
'Tis a good thing we waited.
No quarrel here.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment?
Welcome.
I shall wait.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice mayhap it would be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this.
Outstanding. 'Tis moments such as these that make an adventure worthwhile.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious. For some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be Arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums up. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crownflowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Grant us thy blessings.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Peril on the roads puts a strain on my business.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight, but it's easy enough. I should know.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
Unless we've business, you'd best leave me be.
Someone is looking this way. Is there aught about me that caught their eye?
Got any arms for a man down on his luck?
How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're here, then.
My bed calls. I shan't resist.
Can't help but talking and whispering.
All the best tales come from travellers at the inn.
Take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Time to be heading home. Nary a tale to be had. I'll not hang about.
I don't know what to do.
I shall gladly aid you as it is within my power.
My head hurts just thinking about it. I don't know what to do.
Mayhap I ought to be getting home. What to make of this? Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Did you? Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares for all.
I can't complain.
It gladdens the heart.
Interested in my wares?
I better get to work.
Well met, sir.
Living's hard, but dreams free.
Sprinkle of mystery. Go on, have a look.
Maggie is just so tight. I'd get just about anywhere. Living's hard. Dreams are free.
This looks as good a place as any.
The room's at your left.
Love waking up. Anything.
On me,
Hi. Faring, would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Say, you're not from round here, are you? How I envy. I long to learn more. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. After all, if the world truly is so perilous, what of the lives of our people? It seems unfair that I alone should be... But listen to me waffling on. Ah! I almost forgot. I happened to... My apologies, friend. But I'd best be going. I mustn't let Mother find out I left the palace. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope we'll see...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, then even if it should, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to sow my trouble. Yes, this is Bruce, and today I shall tell for certain how was most effective. Our hero ventured into a shrine on the...
Monster attacks make for poor set.
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering from it. Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. Tex is a right miracle he yet lives. If